Yo, it's Coach Coffee here with another video. Sorry my break's been so long. I want to start doing these Q&A type videos. I basically put this on my Instagram poll a couple months back and I was just like, let me refer to all of these, let me get some of these videos patterned. Let me just try and help the Overwatch community, not even me necessarily needing to be at my PC, if that makes sense. I believe that this video can be applied to any game, but I'm basically going to be telling you why you're struggling to climb in ranked, why you're stuck at the rank you are stuck at. It's going to be 4 big reasons, and I'll basically just be going over all of them. I don't really think it's possible to be stuck at a rank for any other reason other than the ones that I cover, so if you disagree, let me know. I would also just like to promote the fact that if you let me record our one-on-one VODs, we are now doing it for like £14.95, which is also the same as $20. So I'm doing $20 VODs, which is a one-on-one session. I'm a 4.5k coach. That's not my peak, that's the SR that I coach at. Top 32 OD head coach, and I'm also trialing for roughly top 10 teams as an assistant coach. So that's micro, what I'm basically would be doing with you on a one-on-one, but I'm happy to coach teams too for the same price. With that being said, we're gonna jump straight into the video. Number 1, the main reason why a lot of people are stuck in the rank that they are stuck at is their practice methods, okay? What I mean by this is a lot of people don't actually practice, they just hop on and play the game. And I'm not talking about your stupid little warm-ups. Obviously, you should warm up. I shouldn't call them stupid, but that doesn't help you actively improve, basically. If you want to improve at a game, you have to spend as much time in the practice range or in custom games actually working on your mechanics. Not as much as actually playing the game, but you need to devote quite a lot of time into doing that. A common mistake that a lot of people do whilst trying to practice is that they accidentally only train enough to keep your skill level stagnant instead of improving. What we need when we're improving a game is to have something called progressive overload. So one day we'll play anabots, headshots and body shots. Then the next day we'll do anabots, just headshots, let's say. And then the next day we'll do anabots, headshots only, anabots going at a faster pace than they usually go. So the movement speed is faster and it's harder to hit shots. Obviously, you shouldn't go progressively in days. You should make sure that when you're no longer struggling, remember when you're practicing, you need to make sure you're struggling. If you're no longer struggling in your practice, then you have to make it harder, and that's when you should change. So not a daily thing, could be weekly, could be monthly. Sorry, I saw someone walk through my front gate, so I had to quickly jump up. But now I knocked the camera and I'm slightly out of frame, just the top of my head. So apologies once again, but we're gonna have to work with this for now. I'm gonna keep this second point short now because the fact that you're looking up my YouTube videos shows that you are trying to fix this problem. But the second problem is your lack of knowledge. Typically, these are people that just hop onto the game from another game. Like Call of Duty, who are mechanically gifted. They know how to aim, they get to diamond, and then they're stuck at diamond because they don't understand strategy. The best way to fix this is to look up videos like this, get taught by someone better than you, get coaching, for example. Shameless plug. But yeah, that's all to say about this one, to be honest. But we'll go straight on to the third point. The third point is mindset. People might brush this off. That's not a real point. That's not a real point. You're just trying to extend your video. Mindset is actually an extremely important thing. You can't think, oh, I'm the best, or this team are bad, this team is terrible, why am I playing with these people, they're so bad. It's not a healthy thing to do that. You have to just accept it, you have to work with it, especially don't vocalize it. If you're in voice chat, and you are very boomed, you think everyone's bad, you don't need to say it. Honestly, you don't need to say it. It's honestly better to leave voice chat, even though that's not great in itself. It's better to leave voice chat than boom other players, because you're just going to get triggered, you're going to play worse. And if you say it in voice chat, everyone else is going to get triggered and everyone else is going to play worse. Whereas if you keep it silent, if you stay encouraging, people might actually play better, get more confident and get those kills. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, there's also something called imposter syndrome. This is, let's say, you've just placed, you're in quite a high rank. Let's say you're high plat because you won 4 placements out of your 5, and you're thinking, oh no, everyone's so good, I don't deserve to be here. Going into any situation thinking you don't deserve to be here is automatically going to make you play worse on a psychological level. Let's say I'm having a Reinhardt one-on-one, right? Typically against 2 brawl comps, whoever the better Reinhardt wins, right? If I see a Reinhardt, I get rolled by him first time and think, oh, this Reinhardt's actually just better, this Reinhardt's better. He's going to have the mental over you, if that makes sense. You're going to be scared, you're going to be overthinking when really you should just play the game. Don't think all that much about outsmarting him. Maybe have your mind on things like his ult tracking, his barrier usage, when he's gonna fire strike, so you can shatter. Those are the things you need to be thinking on. Those are the things you need to be thinking about, as opposed to thinking, I don't know, this guy's better than me. Like, you're just set to fail if your mindset is bad. Now, I dragged on quite a bit for the first part, so I'm gonna go straight on to part 4. Part 4 is just Elo Hell. Elo Hell, you can't really fix this unless you play with a stack, and Elo Hell most definitely does exist. A Reinhardt cannot create space without sufficient heals. A healer can't rotate without sufficient pills. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, me, I feel like main support has this the worst. If you're a main support, you're a Brig, let's say, or you're a Lucio. If you're a Lucio and you're speeding your team in and your team are useless, the speed is not going to do anything, and you're not a character that's able to carry, realistically. Same with Brig. I'm shielding up my Ana. I'm stopping my Ana from dying, but my Ana can't hit shots, so our tank dies and inevitably we die. Do you know what I mean? That's what's holding you back. The best thing to do about this is to find a stack, start scrimming, find a team so you have consistent partners, you get used to this style of play, and you win. I don't want this video to be long, but here are those are my tips basically. Those are my tips. If you want a more in-depth video about one of these things, please let me know. But I did drag on about my whole introduction. My introduction was a couple minutes long. And just let me know if you enjoyed this, to be honest, because I've got some more ideas. I'm answering your questions. And yeah, remember about my coaching. Follow all of my socials, like this, share this, send it to your Discord servers, especially the ones that I'm in, so I can comment on it. And yeah,